Ready to get started with TallyPrime? Let's learn how to install it step by step in just a few minutes. Without any delay, let's begin.
Today, I am going to guide you step by step from installing TallyPrime to generating your very first fully automated balance sheet. All right, let's take a quick look at our roadmap for today. First, we'll meet TallyPrime. Then we'll get your software set up, create your company profile, move on to creating and managing your ledgers, and finally, we'll see the magic of Tally in action. Okay, Section 1, Meet TallyPrime. What exactly is this thing? So at its core, Tally is an accounting tool. But honestly, its massive popularity comes from the fact that it makes complex financial reporting just incredibly easy. If you're coming over from its predecessor, Tally ERP9, don't worry, you really won't face much of a learning curve, but you will immediately notice this remarkably clean, modern interface that's literally designed to speed up your workflow. Now, while accounting is definitely the main event here, Tally is actually a bit of a triple threat. It's a highly integrated hub for tracking your inventory, managing your payroll, and basically just keeping tabs on your overall financial health, all in one centralized spot. Moving right along to Section 2, Setting up your software. Let's get this installed. Getting started is actually super fast. You literally just head over to tallysolutions.com, download the setup file, click install, and then launch the app to accept those basic startup configurations. Easy, right?
Let's see these process step by step. Step 1. Open the Tally download page. First, open your web browser and visit the official Tally Solutions website. Go to the TallyPrime download page at tallysolutions.com/download. This is where we'll download the official TallyPrime installer. Step 2. Download TallyPrime. Now, look for the download button on the page. Click on it to download the TallyPrime setup file. Once the download is complete, the setup file will be saved on your computer, usually in your Downloads folder. Step 3. Run the setup file. Next, open your Downloads folder and find the TallyPrime setup file. Double-click the file to start the installation. If Windows asks for permission to make changes to your computer, click Yes. The TallyPrime installation wizard will now open. Step 4. Install TallyPrime. Now we're ready to install TallyPrime. In the installation window, check the displayed settings and click Install. The installation process will begin. Please wait for a few moments while TallyPrime is installed on your computer. Step 5. Start TallyPrime. Great! TallyPrime is now installed. To open the software, click Start TallyPrime. The application will launch, and we're ready for the initial setup. Step 6. Initial settings. Next, TallyPrime will show some startup settings. Take a moment to review the options. If you want to make changes, click Configure. Otherwise, simply click Accept to continue with the default settings. Step 7. Try TallyPrime for free. Now, you'll see the activation options. If you're learning TallyPrime and don't have a paid license yet, select Try it for free educational. This allows you to explore and learn TallyPrime without activating a paid license.
Now, here is a really brilliant tip for you. The free educational version actually gives you the exact same features as the paid standard license. No joke. The only catch, because there's always a catch, right, is that you can only input transaction dates for the 1st, 2nd, or 31st of the month. But still, this gives you the full software experience to practice with, entirely for free, as long as you stick to those specific dates. All right, Section 3, Creating your company. Let's build your profile. So, by pressing the F3 key, you unlock the main setup menu. This is where you'll punch in your mailing name, your address, and your financial year start dates. And hey, quick side note, your financial year might not always be today's date, right? Especially if you're entering backlog data from previous years. Once you've got all that filled out, just hit Enter or press Y to save.
Welcome back. In the previous section, we learned how to download and install TallyPrime. Now that TallyPrime is ready, it's time to create our first company. In this lesson, we'll learn how to create, open, close, modify, and delete a company in TallyPrime. So let's get started. Step 1. Open the company menu. First, we need to open the company menu. From any screen in TallyPrime, press the F3 key on your keyboard. This will open the company administration options. Step 2. Create a company. From the company menu, select Create Company. This will open the company creation screen, where we'll enter all the basic details of our business. Step 3. Enter company name and address. Let's start with the basic company information. Enter your company name. TallyPrime will automatically use the same name as the mailing name. Next, enter the complete physical address of your company. Make sure all the information is entered correctly. Step 4. Select your state. Now select your state. Type the first letter of your state and select the correct state from the list. For example, you can select Uttar Pradesh. This is a very important setting because TallyPrime uses your state to determine the applicable GST structure. For local transactions, it can apply CGST and SGST, while interstate transactions generally use IGST. So, always select the correct state. Step 5. Enter contact details. Next, enter your company's contact information. Enter the PIN code, telephone number, mobile number, fax, email, and website, wherever applicable. Be careful while entering these details. TallyPrime may not automatically identify every typing mistake. For example, it may not warn you if you accidentally enter an incorrect mobile number. So always double-check your information before continuing. Step 6. Set the accounting period. Now we need to define the accounting period. Set the financial year beginning from date. Then set the books beginning from date. If you need to maintain accounts for an earlier period, you can enter an appropriate previous date here. Choose these dates carefully because they determine the accounting period for your company. Step 7. Save the company. We've entered all the basic details. Now it's time to create the company. Press Enter to move through the remaining options. When TallyPrime asks you to accept the details, press Y or choose Yes. Your company will now be created and its database will be established. Step 8. Configure company features. After creating the company, TallyPrime will display the F11 Features menu. These features control different accounting and business functions in TallyPrime. For now, if you're following a basic setup, you can leave the default settings unchanged and continue. We'll learn about these features in more detail in a later lesson. Step 9. Open an existing company. Now let's see how to open another company. Press F3 to open the company menu. After pressing F3, click on Select Company. You'll see the list of available companies. Simply choose the company you want to open, and TallyPrime will load that company. You can see here the company we selected is open or now in use. Step 10. Close a company. What if you want to close the company you're currently working in? Don't worry, you don't need to delete it. Press F3, select Shut Company, and choose the active company. The company will be closed, but all of its data and records will remain safely stored. Remember, Shut Company does not delete your company. Step 11. Alter or delete a company. Finally, let's see how to modify or delete a company. To change company information, press F3 and select Alter Company. You can then update the required details. You can change whatever you want to change that you pre-filled while creating the company. If you need to permanently delete a company, open the company alteration screen and press Alt+D. TallyPrime will ask you to confirm the deletion. Confirm the action only if you are absolutely sure, because deleting a company permanently removes its database and records. And that's it. You've now learned how to create, open, close, modify, and delete a company in TallyPrime. These are some of the most important basic skills you need before starting your accounting work. In the next lesson, we'll move one step further and start setting up the features and accounting options needed to work with our company. So keep learning, keep practicing, and let's continue our TallyPrime journey.